After 13 years, Premier William Davis resigned today. Everyone at Queen's Park expected a fall election, including the two opposition leaders and our political specialist, Colin Bond.
The first clue that the script might be different was when Bill Davis arrived at Queen's Park with wife Kathleen and son Neil. Until then, why else would the Premier call the cabinet together on Thanksgiving Day other than to call an election? But as always, he had fooled almost all who were waiting for the announcement.
I have written today to the president of the Ontario Progressive Conservative Association, Mr. David McFadden, and I informed him of my decision, a very difficult decision, to step down as leader of our party effective the next leadership convention, which I have asked Mr. McFadden to arrange for the earliest appropriate date, hopefully in January of 1985.
It was an emotional moment as the Premier's family, friends, colleagues and cronies crowded into a sweltering media studio in the Legislature building. And it was not only personal aide Claire Westcott who shed a tear as Davis announced his retirement. What next? The Premier says flatly he's looking for work.
Perhaps it will give me an opportunity to pursue another career. I've always thought I might like journalism as a as a profession.
But Davis did turn down the idea of being appointed to the Senate, nor would he commit himself to a decision on a Toronto stadium before January. And in the crowd, the possible contenders, none of whom would commit themselves today to a decision to run for the party leadership. So what's left to say? Bye, Bill. Probably the very best politician I've ever met. I, for one, will miss you. Colin Vaughan, Queen's Park, City Pulse.
Very much. I've learned a lot from him. I think that one of the greatest lessons that I've learned from Mr. Davis is how to keep one's sense of perspective, his own personal values with respect to his family, I think are exemplary. Anyone who's involved in politics knows the tremendous toll it takes on families, on wives and on families, and really the relationship that he and Kathy with their children have been a model to Shelley and I.
Do you think you could try to see if you could outdo yourself?
I don't mind saying a little surprised today. We figured there was going to be an election after all the pressure on him to stay, but obviously he's decided not to do that. Somebody for whom I've developed a great deal of respect, I'd even say affection, an enormously shrewd, tough, effective opponent, a very effective public figure. I think one of the best politicians and public people I've encountered. A man of tremendous decency in private as well as in public, but a politician to his fingertips, and a very dedicated party politician too. We've had our differences, we have very different styles, but I've grown to respect him a great deal.